Was just having some reflection time sitting at this garden, and I remember that it is not by your power that you get rich. Is by being a ritualist. When you watch a Nigeria movie, all this Nollywood movie, you will see ritualists that do sacrifices in order for them to get rich. Recently, in a community called Eziago Autonomous Community in Enugu, it was discovered that a particular man, Ogbuefi, they play the show, was killing people, including a pregnant woman, throwing her body inside a sockaway in order for them to make money. We also saw a picture of a young man that was selling in Lagos. They said he was a very religious man, and he always pray like the normal Christian prayer. But he was the one that was trying to use a small girl to renew his sacrifice. Most of these people that are ritualists are the one getting wealthy. And when you look at them, there's something common about them. They do not play with their sacrifices. They don't play with it. They make sure that they are in tune with sacrifice. If it is time to shed blood or whatever that they need in order to renew their power, they make sure that they do it. They also do not play with their high priest, their chief priest. They don't play with it. They make sure that whatever the chief priest say they should do, they cancel every other thing. They don't make excuses. They make sure that they do it. And if you look at the life of this ritualist, you can also compare it to what happened during the time of Israelites in the Bible. You see that the Israelites were to perform a certain ritual in order for them to get rich. The Israelites were supposed, if they sin or they want to do thanksgiving, they are supposed to either use the blood of a ram or blood of a pigeon, depending on how rich you are, turtle dove, in order for them to, appease God for their sacrifice. In fact, when Elijah was fighting with the other prophets of Baal, you see that what was used was sacrifice, blood. So I was reflecting, and I see that for one to become wealthy, he need to make rituals. He need to make sacrifices. And now, don't get me wrong. What are the type of sacrifices that one need to make in order to get rich? What are the kind of rituals that one need to sacrifice in order to get rich? I am not talking about the bad one, like the one that happened in Eziago recently. I am not even talking about the ones that was happening during the time of Moses, during the time of the Israelites, where you need to shed any type of blood. I'm talking about your personal sacrifices and ritual that you need to do. See, there is something I have discovered. I have discovered that as a human being, you need to have an altar. You need to have an altar where you make sacrifices every day. And that altar is a place that you do not need distraction. That place is a place where you separate yourself from the world. And that altar, you need a chair. You need a table. You need probably a laptop if you have one. You need your phone that has data in it. You need a book. You need a book that you can write journals. And then you need your self-development books, like books that can talk to you about how you can deliver yourself. That is your altar. You see that so many people, you come to their house, they have everything in their house. The only thing they do not have is a chair and table where they do analysis, where they do strategy. Is it Napoleon Hill that said that a war is won by strategy first before it's actually won by the main thing. It means that for you to even win any battle you are trying to face, you have to first of all win it on paper before you start winning it in the real sense. So many people want to go into a business, but they do not have an altar. They have a television. They have every gadget in their house, but they do not have a table and a chair. They do not have where they sit down away from all the noise to critically think and analyze how they are going to face any battle they are about to do, how they are going to face this business they are about to embark in. You must have an altar where you are going to be making sacrifice. Now, to live a life of a ritualist and become wealthy, an altar is not enough. You must also have a ritual, because there must be something for you to sacrifice. Now, in this case, what you are going to be sacrificing is your time, your energy, your commitment. You need to sacrifice your time, your energy, and your commitment in order to get where you are going. It is not enough for you to wish that in the next 10 years you are building a retirement plan. It is not enough. What is the time that you are sacrificing in order to make this thing work? What is the time? What are you willing to sacrifice? What is the time that you are going to be waking up in the morning in order to sacrifice? What is the time that you are going to be giving it in the night in order to review? Great men review what they have done the previous day in the morning. The previous day, how much did they spend? What one thing did they do in order to achieve their goal? Did they make that call? Do you know that you can also sacrifice even when you are a salary earner? Because a salary earner, in the daytime, you sacrifice your time to your boss in order for you to earn money. Now, what do you do with your night? Your night, you are supposed to use your night in order to start building your own wealth. The ritual you are giving in this time is your time. Now time for you to ask yourself this question. What am I willing to sacrifice in this altar in order for me to get to where I want to? What am I willing to sacrifice? It is only when you are willing to sacrifice something that you are going to get that result that you want to get. For me, I decided that I am going to, let me tell you about my own sacrifices. Because so many people ask, how is it that you are able to, you are in the UK, you are able to go to work, you are able to do videos, you are able to answer on WhatsApp, you are able to manage your farm, and many things that I am doing. I tell people it's because I strategically do my rituals. Early in the morning, I normally wake up around 4 a.m. to 5 a.m. every day, because I go to work I leave my house by 7 to go to work. So it means I will get to work around 8. So I wake up around 4 to 5 in order for me to start making my plan. I pray, do my morning devotion, read my daily text, and then I read my Bible. Then I sit down at my altar and write out how and command my day. I command my day how I want my day to be. I command and speak to the universe. I give myself self-affirmation. I tell myself I love my life. I love my life because anytime I tell myself I love my life, there's this type of feeling I have about myself. I feel so good about myself. So I now write my day. I critically start reviewing the last day. How much did I spend? What will I have done in order not to do that expenses? In fact, I love to end my day without spending any naira. Like today, I walked from my house to work. It is 46 minutes. I walked and I walked back because I am looking at getting about 15,000 steps for exercise. So I walked. So it saved me £5. It saved me £5. £5 is roughly 10K. So it saved me 10,000 naira today by walking. You understand? So it's not as if I'm encouraging people to walk. I'm just telling you what I did. So I review my day. Then I now write what is it that I want to achieve today. I write the farm, the things I want to achieve in the farm. I write the post on Facebook. I will say, okay, I'm going to make 4 posts on Facebook. One will be a personal development post. One will be a business post. One is going to be an educational post where I educate people about farming. And another one will be maybe a comedy post or a news post or a trending post. You understand? So I write about this post. Then I read a book. Today, I read a chapter from The Psychology of Sales because I am reading the book over again. The last time I read that book was when I was about 20 years old. That was 15 years ago. So I'm rereading the book right now. So I read a chapter in the book this morning before I left for work. So that is how I write out my book. The things I want to do, I will write them in the morning and in the evening. Then I will do the ones I will do. I will do in the morning. And then I go to work. I prepare breakfast, take lunch, put in my bag, and then I go to work. Then after work, I will still, because I'm with the book where I write it, I will still look at who I will call. Then I'll make those calls. Then in the night, when I come back, the people I have consultation with, the people I book consultation with, I will now have a section with them. I will now call the farm to discuss what we will do tomorrow. So now I will review what they have done today. Like this night, I'm going to review what they have done today. And what they have done today is what we discussed yesterday that they will do today. So you must plan your day this way. No one accidentally win. No one get wealthy by mistake. No one. If you do not come from wealth, just like me, there is an average guy that was born in Doma Road in Lafia, Nasarawa State. Then you need to plan yourself. You need to plan yourself. Okay, I said I should discuss this thing. I made a webinar about it today and talk to people and lecture people about it. I hope you find value. I am still taking order for those that are interested in doing storage this period. Those that are interested in doing storage this month. It is this month that Egusi will be out. If you have not taken possession, send me a message on +234 7053 216310. And we are taking a pre-order of the book, The Ultimate Storage Guide. The book is 10,000 naira. Send me a message and I will send you details on how you can get your own copy. This is Shawboy. I don't know what they call me where you are staying, but here in the United Kingdom, they call me Shawboy. I just say, let me drop this with you. Keep safe. and I'll see you in the next one.